Good afternoon. This is Ninjas of Another Color podcast. Today is May the 9th. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Today should be a day of celebration for all those good moms who do their job, even the bad ones that do a half-ass one. Go ahead and tell your mom you love them. Do whatever. Today we're talking about what? The Bad Batch. Yes, Bad Batch episode 2. This episode was 28 minutes instead of the 90 minutes of episode 1. Let's start off with the first question. Is Omega a force sensitive clone? I think she is. I think she is a prototype of what the Emperor wanted to do. Get his body cloned so he can live forever, and she is the first one that the Kaminoans tried to do, and she is sensitive. You can see that she might be force sensitive, yeah, because she predicted what what's his name, the sniper would do. She didn't blame him. Yeah, I believe that she is force sensitive, and my prediction is that we will see Ahsoka Tano. She will make a visit in this series to confirm that she is sensitive and let Hunter know that he needs to protect her. And she's the most important thing in this story. Yeah, along the lines of Ezra, Ahsoka. Yeah, Star Wars did introduce another preteen character to build a story around. Next question. The Kaminoans, have they changed? I think they did. It's survival of the fittest. The Emperor is going to decommission the clones, so they got to move on to the next subject. And in the ending scene of episode 1, when they were trying to hold them back, not the Prime Minister, the second in command, helped him escape. What I don't understand is why. I really don't. I have no idea why they would do that. But like I said, it's about survival of the fittest, and this is what we do. If we don't change or adapt, and that's what happens. After they left Kamino, they went to the planet look for Cut. This goes for our next question. How Cut and his family impacted the Bad Batch crew. I think it's a positive where he showed Hunter that Omega is not a soldier. She is a child. And that's why he tried to, I wouldn't say pass her off, but go ahead and give her to Cut and his family so she could be raised a normal life. But Omega, kids will do what kids do when they feel, hey, that's what it is. Where are we? Yeah, Cut's family had a good run. I think he's a labeled deserter, but he was showing them that you have to do what you need to do for your kids. Like, even though he is a deserter, they're still looking for him. But he had to leave that planet because they were looking for anyone who helped Jedi, anything like that. And I think it was a positive that they went to Cut and they showed him what Omega, the possibilities of Omega, the possibility of how Omega impacts her crew or the family. The next question. The Bad Batch team. Is it service versus freedom? I think this is a good view of life for young kids, to show them that it's not black and white. Sometimes it's gray, and rules are there. Yeah, you follow the rules, but sometimes you gotta break them just to have some fun, but to survive. And I think this is a great theme. Again, I think this is a good show. I think it's 16 episodes long. That's a good run. It'll give you something to watch opposite of Loki. And there's some other Disney shows that are coming up, but I think this is a good, I guess, 8th season of the Clone Wars. Episode 3 is going to show the bounty hunters, where they make their money. And I think Darth Vader is not in the next episode, but he's coming up. And let's take a commercial break. And we are back. Yes. Again, follow us, rate us, subscribe. We're available on Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, coming to Spotify soon. The next topic is the Atlanta Braves. Yesterday, we got smashed yesterday, 12-3, I think it was. I don't know what happened to Charlie, but hey, what you do, you bounce back. And the Braves need to sign Shane Greene back again because the bullpen is, and I mean, left-handed heavy. Okay, but before we go into the Braves, I want to hit a few quick topics. I watched the Nets. Play I think it was the Mavs. The Nets are not winning the championship. I don't care what nobody says. Especially they have a shot with Harden, but I don't think they don't go far. They might make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I have the Bucks versus the Clippers, and the Bucks winning. I think the Bucks paid their dues to the basketball gods by losing 2 years in a row and this long season. Giannis got the help. I wish he would have signed with the Knicks. Made New York relevant, but New York is relevant now. They're a destination. I think, this is my prediction, I think they will sign Lonzo Ball, and I think Carmelo Anthony is going to come back for a swan song for one more year. Because he's in top 10 in scoring, and he's going to finish out of the Knicks. And a side point, is Disney canceling Snow White because of kissing? Look, man, I know I have a podcast called Common Sense. Come on, man, Common Sense. Snow White was dying. We taking this cancel culture thing a little too far. We gotta use our common sense. He wasn't because he asked. She didn't ask. He couldn't ask because she was dead. Didn't she bite an apple and die? And the only way to break the seal was kissed by Prince Charming. So if he had asked and she said no, would she still be dead? Think about that. Ponder that. Okay, back to the Braves. The Braves got shellacked yesterday. Just saying that I don't understand that we were just lackluster, like we were sputtering. But MV Free looks like he's come out of a slump. But just listen to this.
Swing and a high fly ball headed for the bullpen. Herrera as far as he can go. It's another homer for Freeman against Philly. That's next.
Yeah, man. MV Free came out and he did his thing. And it was 3-1. Ian Anderson gave us a shot to actually come back and keep us in the game, so we would go through this loss. Yeah, man, we never quit. And then the next thing, their relief pitcher hit Ronald. They're trying to say he did it on purpose. I think he did, because his pitchers were really trying to back him up off the plate. But because he backed him up off the plate, he hit him in the hand. I think Ronald's going to play tonight, and he's going to come back with a vengeance. Yeah, Ronald hit a home run off of him April 11th, and I guess he took offense to it. But listen to this.
Profiling courage for Acuna. Let's see if he can get some payback. Pitch. And that off his hand. Helmet slam. They go inside twice. This time it hits Ronald on the left hand. George Poulos, the Braves certified athletic trainer, is out to look at Acuna, who is grimacing in pain and bent at the waist behind the plate. That is not a good sign.
97. The Phillies are challenging him.
I guess they're going to review and see if he swung the bat.
You can't see that. They're gonna obviously challenge if he fouled it
Oh,
off.
foul ball, yeah. Good point. I don't know if there's a...
Yeah, man. He hit him on purpose. Nobody can say any different. I think he hit him on purpose. He wanted to hit him, and he hit him. And the Braves was cuffling after that. And then I guess they expected us to quit. I'm glad they didn't retaliate. I think they're going to retaliate today. I think Harper's going to get hit. First time up. He's going to get hit, whacked. And truth be known, I have no problem with that. If he gets hit, it's called retaliation. That's what Arena did, because we hit him last year and came back, and that's why he kills the Marlins. And the Braves showed boxing 2 times in the bottom of the 9th and the bottom of the 10th. Came up to the last strike. You know what we did? Guess what we did?
Let's see if Sandoval can bring the Braves back from the brink. Swing and a high fly ball, right center field, headed to the bullpen. Pablo! But there's pandemonium here right now.
He's done it again, and the Braves have tons of life now.
I'm pretty sure Contreras hasn't seen this in his young career.
Yeah, we moved to the bottom of the tenth, had the bases loaded, and those young kids wasn't ready. He just wasn't ready, and struck out, grounded out, and that was it. And then in the top of the 11th, Philly scored, and again we're down to our runner on second, and we're down to our final strike.
So coming up,
Great speed down at second base. Base hit should tie up the ball game.
as this one chopped off the plate. Dini's got it. Throw to first. Throw it away. Here comes Pache. He slides in safely and ties the game.
Yep, Pache made up for his mistake, striking out, and then the top of the 12th came up. Nobody out. And I mean nobody out. Bases loaded. Jacob Webb. Again, we need help in the bullpen. And to tell y'all after what happened next, I lost faith. I did. I lost faith. Just listen.
4th consecutive chance with the runners off.
Ground ball back toward the middle. They're coming home. The throw is wide. One runs in. Here comes McCutchen. Nobody's covering home. He scores.
It's due to inexperience with Jacob Webb. You got to cover home. I know it's a bad pass, but you got to cover home. I know you're upset that you threw it away. And they went ahead and they scored 3 runs. It was 7-4. And yeah, man, I was despondent. I wasn't ready. And then bases loaded. I said we got a chance. And this happens.
What a win it is just to get the winning run to the plate after what happened to the top of the inning.
Line drive, left field, that's down for a hit. That'll score 2. Streaking toward third, Swanson. They're going to wave him. Here he comes. They missed the cutoff man. He
double and we're tied.
A bases clearing double for Contreras.
Yeah, they were going to stop Swanson at third base, but that bobble, as small as it was enough to give confidence to Ron Washington to give that green light and advance to.
All right. Tie game. Tie game, and guess who's up? Guess who's up again? It's Pache. Pache's up. Pache's up, and here we go.
Matt Moore faces Pache. Winning run at second. There's nobody out. Get this man to third.
He shows bunt, lays it down. Throw late to third and safe. Somehow.
Made it up. Made up for what he did earlier. He made it up. He made up for it. Yep. Okay, we got runners on first and third, and nobody out. Nobody out. I said we best bet strikes out, and we get to Freddie. We have 2 outs to play with. If Ronald Papers doesn't get on, we get 2 shots to get to Freddie, and I think Freddie would have done something. And guess what happens?
Contreras got it ahead of the play.
Ede Adrianza with a chance to be the hero. Who'd have thunk it?
Driven to right field. That ball is down, and the Braves have won it. The chase is on. And Adrianza. And the Braves somehow, someway, win this one in 12. What a game.
Yeah, Arianza, he came through, and guess what? He's having a baby boy. Yep. Announced earlier today that he was having a baby boy, and what a great way to bring him back. I think this is where we're at in the season. Right now, we're 16 and 17. Soroka's not back. Charlie needs to get right. Darno is on the injured list. We're not at full strength, and we're 1 game and a half out of the first place. Like I said, we're scuffling. This year, it's a what? It's a marathon, not a sprint. I really think that we need to get our stuff together. Once we do that, we'll be all right. And we're back. Remember, follow, rate, subscribe, review, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud. Make this the #1 podcast in America. Right now, Boston and Miami is playing, and Miami is beating the Celtics at home. And tonight at 7 o'clock, the Braves go for a series win over the Philadelphia Phillies. And what's going to happen?
Right back like we never left.
Yep, I think it's going to be knockdown rivalry. It's a rivalry game. The Braves win, half game behind the Phillies. Braves lose, 2.5. So 7 o'clock, ESPN. And for the listeners, next podcast I want to try something new. Send your questions to thepineapplespot@gmail.com. Again, thepineapplespot@gmail.com. Answer some questions, anything you want, and see you next week.